Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down here for the offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Tuggle. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Give to the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They'll run it to the right side. And into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored the touchdown. That was big time.
And the point after is good.
That makes the score Georgia 7, Kentucky 0.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick off.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Got room at the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. He wants to go deep. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
To throw, it's Rashada. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Trying to convert this 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Powers through the defender. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Tuggle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Dogs are flying down the field. They're going back to the ground. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You've got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The Bulldogs pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the 1st down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive. Well, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Rashada. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Third and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. It is good. And now the lead is extended a little farther. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend, so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to get to him. It's complete on the right side. And it's loose. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Rashada. Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
That's the end of the first quarter. Georgia 10, Kentucky 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Now, Kentucky.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Motion from the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Makes the grab on the right. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Using the quick game. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else. And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide out in motion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dialing up a second down pass play. Dances away. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They turn to the passing game on third and short. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Evans. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Rashada. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, you know, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They keep attacking through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Wow, the quarterback can't believe it. I mean, that was a perfect throw into the end zone. He gave his guy every opportunity to finish the play, and he drops it. And as a result, no touchdown.
Now facing a third and long. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught. Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there?
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
And the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's ETN. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Rashada. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. He's looking to pass. Throws to the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's dealt. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance, and I mean you've got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You've got to work the perimeter to both sides. You've got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle. They did right there.
And this offense hopes to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's White. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
On first down, here comes this offense. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. A first down for the offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. From the gun, looking for a man. The short hands, it's key. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes if you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Going up top on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. What a snag by the defense. At the 45 on his way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's dealt. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
And first down for the offense.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
Offense near the 6-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to throw. It's Rashada. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
You've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll leave it with him. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Has this head coach lost his mind? Does he know where the ball is on the field? He's going for it this close to his own end zone. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Here comes the offense on first down. Defense in press coverage. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Second down.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He wants to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. To the air, it's Rashada. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Wildcats! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, week 2 of 2 offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Now after the short completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. And understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down. New set of downs.
Back to throw, it's Rashada. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
It's second down.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. This this time on target. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. He got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
First and goal, Georgia.
New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that would be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Looking downfield, it's Rashada. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
He got it, and now they regain the lead. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got the back over the middle. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 16, Kentucky 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Give to the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
He turns it loose to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He'll take another shot here. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
All right, back-to-back shots by the offense, staying aggressive, foot on the pedal. They had a big completion the previous play, so they try to take another one. Give the defense credit, forcing the incompletion.
And back to the air on second down. Gets it out quickly.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this. And be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
On the run, it's Etienne. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking downfield, it's Rashada. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Oh, it's out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Go. I'm going to sit. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Looking to move it through the air. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. James Madison may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Harrisonburg every time. The Dukes have been racking up road wins since the Mickey Matthews days, and they got another one today. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Forced out of the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. With the catch, it's Wilcox. At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Kentucky going quickly.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Caught close to the marker. It's key. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield. It's Wilcox. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Kentucky! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. They're sending out the regular kickoff unit. I know they've got a couple of timeouts, but I don't think there's enough time on the clock to pass on the onside kick. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And right now, you still have a 2-point lead, David, but you have to be aggressive.
And don't let that scare you, right? You've been executing offensively. You still got the lead, Jesse. No need to panic.
Yeah, and this is where your leaders on offense really have to step up. They got to keep everybody calm and make sure everyone's on the same page here on this drive.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Looking for room. It's Etienne. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step